I just emphasizing, and I can't emphasize enough, that I'm not sure. I'm not sure about anything that comes out of this mouth or any of the thoughts that seem to come up. I don't think anything I say is true, but then I don't think anything that anyone says is true. So you might look at that as liberation itself. I don't think anyone knows more about this than anyone else. I don't think any human being has ever known any more about this than anyone else. And it's a poor kind of liberation, freedom. But freedom, I mean, Krishnamurti called it freedom from the known. He was very verbose. And if you'd have asked him, he might have said the same, that he's not sure. I'd be very wary of anyone who was sure of anything. So I'm not sure. But I'm not even sure that I'm not sure. It may sound, I guess it could easily sound, you're listening to non-duality speakers and they talk about not knowing, and it can only sound like they know not knowing and they're pretty sure about it. No, that's certainly not the case. And it's an odd kind of peace and an odd kind of love, this doubtless uncertainty. I don't doubt that I don't know. I don't know that I don't know. I don't doubt that you don't know. And I don't doubt that Buddha didn't know. I'm loath to say Jesus because, of course, he's extra special. But all the special ones fall. There are no special ones. And it can be, it is the loss of the dream of specialness. And don't pretend you haven't dreamt of being special. I'll call you a fucking liar. Quite happily. I won't doubt it for a moment. But there's no peace in specialness. So if it's doubtless that although human beings can appear very special, we are no more than any other being, no more than the dogs and the cats and the trees and the birds and the ants and the mosquitoes. The other thing I wouldn't want you to pretend is that there's not sadness in the end of the dream of specialness. There is a sadness. When not just for yourself, but for all selves who are totally innocently striving, desiring to be extraordinary. and the absolute ordinariness of everything, of all of life, is beautiful. But the kind of beauty that might bring you to tears. When you least expect it. And you've heard this a million times before, no matter who you've listened to, that there isn't any attainment. And if you speak about this, you still get accused of offering some, you know, that even though you're saying there's no attainment, that's special, you know. The specialness of not being able to attain specialness, that's special. It's fucking not. It's really not. It's terribly, terribly, devastatingly ordinary. And that's where the ordinariness is the wonder and the love and the peace. For what it's worth. And it's not worth anything. But it is everything. I had my close friend ask me the other day, he said, are you aware of the absence of yourself? You can probably guess what I said. I was a bit surprised that he asked me. I thought, have you been fucking listening? I thought you came to my meetings. I thought you'd read my books. Have you not paid any attention at all? And I went, no, I'm not aware of that. There's nothing to be aware of. And I said to him, so what do you think in your imagination, when you imagine being free from yourself or there is an absence of self, what do you think it would look like? What do you think there would be an awareness of? To which he replied, nothing. And I went, exactly. And good luck with seeing that. There's nothing to see. So I didn't get what I was waiting for. I was waiting to know the absence of myself. And it was terribly disappointing. There was no one to be absent. Shit. Bollocks. All that effort. And so it's all for nothing, which sounds negative. Self would use that phrase and feel it's very negative because it's hopeless. But there is only freedom in the absence of hope. There's nothing to come. Which isn't hopeless. It's just not hopeful.